All right, so we're gonna start with this video first.
Girl secrets that we will never want to tell you. And I'm sorry, ladies, but there was too many people asking me that I had to answer this. Number one, if we ask your opinion on just about anything, we care about you. Care more about you than just a friend, let me tell you that. If we ask about a nail color we should get, if we ask about what outfit we should wear in comparison to another, if we ask what shoes to get, if we ask what hat to wear, anything or hair color to get or what we should do next, we quite literally care so much that we want to impress you, and it is you. Number two, girls need to chase too. We do not like knowing that we're your favorite right away. We do not like even knowing that you're attracted in that way to us. We need to chase too. It's not always just the guys that need to chase. We will give up if we know you like us right away. But don't make us chase too long, and don't make us not know that we're your favorite too long, because then we will leave. We will know that it's not going anywhere, and we will just leave. Number three, our private story isn't just because we are close with you. There is someone in that private story that we are posting something to get a point across. Whether it is a friend that we have on the private story to get it across to his friend, or it's just you that we're trying to show you something, we have a reasoning behind the people that we have in that private story, and there is someone that we're trying to get the point across to. We are manipulative, and we know how to get your attention. Number five, we have a favorite bra and panties, and we will wear that every time we think we are having a good night, we think we are having a great day, whatever it is, we will pull for those. And that might be years and years old, but we will wear it every time. And once you know what it is, you know. Number six, we love wearing your hoodies. We love wearing your hoodies. We love wearing your sweatpants. We love how it smells. We probably won't even wash it for a very long time because we want to still smell it and smell you. And we love that oversized baggy fit and if we care about you, we will keep wearing it and we won't give it back. Next, even if we're friends with you, we still want you to be attracted to us. And we still want you to consider us attractive. Even if we don't see you in that way at all, we still want you to be attracted to us. And last but certainly not least, we will forever and ever compare the next person we are with to our ex. Sadly, in almost every single way. Not even if we want to, but we will.
All right, so now let's dive deeper into it. Let's begin.
So if you're going to work with people, be in a relationship with anybody, long term, you have to learn about their weaknesses. It's more important to know a person's weakness than their strength. And this is why. People rarely hide their strengths, but people rarely flaunt their weaknesses. Most people are hiding their weaknesses. And because they're hiding it, there are some telltale signs that you could observe that indirectly tells you that somebody's hiding their weaknesses. Just like you could tell if somebody's hiding underwater, you don't have to look at their body. You could just look for the air bubbles that are popping up. Hiding weaknesses always has sign. If somebody's hiding behind a tree, you may not see them visually, but if you could sense their smell, or you could look at ultraviolet rays, or you could look at the way that the tree looks, and through that, maybe you could sense that there's somebody behind that, right? So even though people hide things, everything leaves marks. Everything leaves a mark and leaves clues. And so we're going to discover what that is, because a lot of the times what we consider our strengths are really just weaknesses in disguise. Almost all the time, a lot of the times, right? So let's talk about that. Now, remember, this is much easier. Reading people and learning their weaknesses is much easier when you know them in a social circle. Meaning, when you know them in isolation through their friend, through like online dating, or maybe somebody recommended you somebody to hire, for example, you don't have that context, that social context. But when you know them through the friends and family, by you just knowing who their friends are, how their family members are, you have context that can be used to understand them in a holistic way. But when you know them from Bumblefuck and you have no network with them, you don't have that type of like feeling, touching grass type of connection with them. So it's almost like studying a tree without studying what other trees are around it and without knowing what country is in and the type of climate. You need that context. So remember, it's much easier to start with the social circle. And the way to get information out of them is to always start by seeming interested in them. it always starts that way. The appearance of a sympathetic ear will spur anyone to talk. So just being interested, being curious, not raising any defenses will get them to start talking, right? And as they're talking to you, or as you're observing them talk to other people, you want to be able to stop. You want to be able to not pay attention to words as much, and give more emphasis on gestures and unconscious signals that they send out. Because these gestures and unconscious signals are things that they're doing unconsciously. Words are conscious. The paralanguage and your gestures are not conscious. You want to look for the unconscious signals. Those are the ones that tell you. Why? Because unconscious signals always reveals what the person is hiding. Why? Because humans have a deep need to reveal themselves. People don't want to, like deathbed confessions, right? People want to reveal even their dark side. They're yearning for somebody to know who they are. So because of that, their conscious mind might not be sending those signals out because they know of the consequences, but their unconscious mind, which is their body, will leak out those unconscious signals on your behalf. The key is to not only what you look for, which is the key, like the words and the weaknesses, but where and how you look. So you gotta look not at their words, but nonverbal cues, and not just look at them and listen to what they're saying so that you can respond. You have to listen with an open and a level, calm mind. If your mind is distracted, if you're thinking about what to say next, if you're thinking about yourself, you're not going to pay attention to their nonverbal cues. Like nonverbal cues say so much about people, say so much that we tend to ignore it because we just don't know how to read those signals. So body language, facial expressions, and other nonverbal cues can tell you a lot about what makes a person uncomfortable or defensive. For instance, sudden changes in postures or avoidance of eye contact or fidgeting can indicate discomfort or potentially areas of sensitivity. For example, if I ask you, tell me about your ex, and the whole time you were animated, but then when I ask you about your ex, all of a sudden your voice, you start touching your face more, you start blinking more, you start looking around more, or maybe you just talk about it with less enthusiasm, and maybe you just change the topic. When that happens, a lot of people would just ignore it and think no, and not think much about it. You get what I'm saying? Oh, he just doesn't want to talk about it. But if you're actually paying attention, you'll notice that they were talking about it. They looked around. They were like, "Nice, he's a nice guy." The smile was fake. There was a lot of fidgety in the voice, and they changed the topic. But now in your mind, you say that their ex is a sensitive subject, right? Or maybe when they talk about a war, like the Israeli and Palestinian stuff like that, they get very emotional. And now you know they have an emotional attachment to this. Something you could use to understand them a little bit better or to influence them one way or another. But what happens is that we just don't really pay much attention to that. Or maybe we see it and we just assume it has nothing to do with who they are. That's the problem. We gather evidence and we just throw it away. And we rather pay attention to the words that they give us. Now, if you guys enjoy this type of content, check out my course, Dark Game, or like I like to call it now, the Complete Man. It's a course that I created for guys who have no idea how to get women in their lives. As you guys can see, I have attracted a life that brings women into my life. I do a lot of social events, art events, meditation events, and I don't do that to get women. But what I notice is that it gets women into your life, right? And in this course, I teach you guys how to do this. I teach you. So that means even if you're friend zone, if you're the type of person that lacks assertiveness, if you were raised by a single mom and you didn't know how to get women, well, this is the course for you. It teaches you how to overcome approach anxiety, how to take action, because a lot of the times you watch these videos and you don't know how to take action, how to break patterns, how to build social circle, a pickup artistry course, right? Understanding your dark side, a bunch of things that helps a guy improve their dating life, right? Where we talk about how to find your purpose, female nature,
the mindset game, the outer game, right? How to get her number, how to damage control, how to create competition, first date, using vulnerability, online game, social circle game, how to get threesomes. I mean, the whole shebang bang, right? And the beauty about this course is that there's a 30-day money back guarantee. If you don't like it, you could just let me know and get a refund. There's the basic course, which is $99, and then there is the one with the bonuses, like that I just read to you. So just look through the sales letter, and there's actually some free clips that you guys can watch, right? I think so, right? No, there isn't, but yeah, just look at it. Let me know if you what you guys think of it. You just give it a try. If you don't like it, I will give you your money back. I've always given people refunds. So yeah, man. Hopefully, I can see you guys inside, and let's get back to the video.